Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new vid of Fox Reacts. Today here for a brand new vid of food theory about Mr. Beast and his illegal chocolates. Let's see what MatPat is cooking up this time.
Mr. Beast recently launched his own snack company, Feastables, and to promote it in true
cool.
Willy Wonka form, he's using random bars of chocolate to give away boats, bikes, jet skis, and Teslas. Oh yeah, and there's also the grand prize, the chocolate factory itself. No joke, the actual factory. Dude only got into the chocolate game months ago, and apparently he's already planning for his retirement. As you might imagine, the whole thing has been wildly successful, with people online outright scalping the bars. So with only a few days left to enter in order to win yourself an entire chocolate factory, don't resort to this. I'm gonna tell you the real way to win.
To do that. But to be honest, holy lord, chance to be able to own an entire chocolate factory? You can literally become the Willy Wonka.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Food Theory, the show that's giving away a lifetime supply of free knowledge. All you gotta do is peel that subscribe button and hey, you may already be a winner. You ever have one of those Saturday mornings when you wake up to find a large, mysterious package from the world's biggest YouTuber on your front porch? Hashtag relatable, I know. Well, that's exactly what happened to me about a month ago. So I woke up this morning and found this on the doorstep.
What's this about a box?
What is this? This is the thing that got me to turn on the camera. Knowing that he had just launched a new snack brand, Feastables, I had my predictions. My guess is that this is a giant chocolate bar. Nope. With Ollie's help, I was able to break open the box, and I could not have been more wrong. Take a guess as to what's in this big box.
This looks like a TV box.
It does, doesn't it?
What is it?
No,
I'm sorry, is that a bicycle?
Meanwhile, held under locking, well, I guess there was no key, it was just under lock, was the chocolate. I suspected that it might be a puzzle that I needed to solve.
Well, game on!
I think the
well, game on.
I have to figure out the code for the lock.
I don't know, they're sending it to YouTubers, it can't be that hard.
Okay, maybe I was a little bit harsh on my fellow tubers. Anyway, it was a timed lock, so no puzzle solving necessary. And the rest of the morning was spent munching on chocolate and building a bike.
I can't believe they just straight up sent you a bike, man.
Thank you, Mr. Beast. Let's go!
So that's how I first learned about Mr. Beast's newest business, but for the rest of the world, it came in the middle of an escape room challenge, where he leads them into a room ripped straight out of Willy Wonka.
Gentlemen, welcome to the next level. Drop the chocolate. 10 random bars are gonna have a mystery ticket inside of them, and if you get this mystery ticket, we will fly you out to compete for a chocolate factory in one of our videos.
Yes.
And on top of that, Chandler, we're giving away over $1 million in other prizes.
You wanted a custom PC, a Sea-Doo watercraft, a new Tesla? Those are all possible prizes, but they pale in comparison to the grand prize winner, who gets to go home as the owner of Mr. Beast's chocolate factory. Because who doesn't want the joy of paying annual property taxes on a large warehouse and being legally liable for health and safety compliance for a fully operational food producer? Truly the grandest of prizes. Obviously, I'm joking. There's something that tells me that the winner is going to own a percentage of the earnings of the company or something like that. It's not like Jimmy is pulling a Willy Wonka by trying to offload his business due to OSHA violations, something that we actually explored heavily in a past film theory. But both Jimmy and Wonka are two in a long line of wacky giveaways involving food. If you grew up in the 90s, you might remember this one.
Don't eat that Oreo. If you find an Oreo like this, you're an instant cash winner. Don't eat it!
Excuse me, Oreos have a design? Guess I never noticed as I inhale them whole like a hungry Kirby. And this isn't just a relic of the 80s and 90s. Oreos decided to celebrate their 110th birthday by doing basically the same thing Mr. Beast is doing right now. Certain Oreo products contain codes that you scan to win prizes like a dream vacation or a lifetime supply of Oreos. Last year, Red Lobster gave away 1 million rewards points to people placing a to-go order. McDonald's Monopoly is a yearly tradition with these sorts of giveaways. But the most famous, or perhaps the most infamous of all of them, have to be the Coca-Cola Magic Cans from 1990. I mentioned this one briefly a few weeks back during our space-flavored Coca-Cola episode, but I got a lot of requests from you guys asking for more details, so here we are. While modern giveaways have you scanning QR codes or looking for winning bottle caps, the Magic Cans were cans that looked like regular Coke cans, but were actually fitted with a spring-loaded mechanism that would eject a prize. Sometimes it was cash ranging from $1 to $500, sometimes it was a coupon for vacations or merchandise, and sometimes sometimes the whole mechanism didn't work because, duh, this was an insane idea.
Oh.
Now, as you can probably figure out,
Fine.
a lot of the weight of a can of Coke is actually coming from the liquid inside of it. So, in order to make the prize cans indistinguishable from the regular cans, they filled a separate compartment in the cans with water.
Oh.
But it wasn't just any water. To make it clear that this was water that you should not be drinking, they also filled the can with ammonium sulfate, the same stuff that makes your
geez.
stink bombs smell like farts. So you pop open your magic can and are greeted with the delightful smell of past gas. Nothing like the sweet smell of victory.
Terrible.
Some of the cans started to leak, and now you had yourself leaking fart gas water everywhere. As you can imagine, this promo stank.
What a
Anyway, mega
trouble.
corporations like Coca-Cola don't spend millions on over-engineered fart cans for the funsies. These sorts of giveaways exist for marketing. And while magic cans may have fizzled, MrBeast's chocolate giveaway seems to have found the figurative and literal sweet spot. People are outright scalping these things.
Sorry. And we're back.
Charging up to $15 for a single chocolate bar,
Damn.
and people are buying them, which honestly makes no sense
Well.
since it's not like this is a limited quantity thing. Chocolate is still available via the official Feastables website
yeah.
for its normal price. What you doing,
You're
internet?
like
For
Ball.
others, though, it seems like the chocolate is merely a distraction, with people flocking to sites like eBay to sell MrBeast Feastables no
come
codes,
on.
trying to unload the chocolate after having already redeemed
codes.
their chance for a prize. To which I say, guys, it's chocolate. What are you doing? You
Eat
spent
the
$3
chocolate.
on a lottery ticket to win, and then you throw away the best parts? But think about what I just said. $3 for a lottery ticket. We live in the United States, a country where it's illegal for private businesses to run lotteries. In fact, U.S. regulators have been
Damn.
cracking down on this sort of stuff
Did-
since the 1970s.
Hold on.
Lotteries. In fact, U.S. regulators
The frickin' handcuff that has a mustache. The bank place. Whatever this building is has a mustache. Matt, I'm surprised you didn't put a mustache on the flag. I'm sorry. I saw that for like a second and I had to say this.
have been cracking down on this sort of stuff since the 1970s.
So many mustaches.
So, what gives?
It's on
This
you.
chocolate giveaway is gambling, right? You pay money for a chance to win a prize. Same thing with Coke's Magic
I mean,
Cans or
technically-
Oreo giveaways or even the McDonald's Monopoly. It's the sort of thing that seems on paper like it should get dinged by the government.
Well,
and yet,
technically,
like we
you're
just covered,
buying
food
for the
sweepstakes
food.
promotions like this have been going on for decades. Is
And
there
the
some
lottery
sort of
is just a
special
bonus.
exemption for food? Is it because the lottery ticket is edible? Well, today we're
Wait,
looking
you
at the
can eat it?
legality of lotteries, which at first glance might seem like a random thing for us to cover here on Food Theory, but by the
All right.
end, I'll be giving you your best and lowest calorie chance at winning MrBeast's Chocolate Factory.
Yeah,
Let's have
okay.
someone from the Theers community take it home. Okay, so when it comes to
Yeah.
legally defining gambling, there's a 3-point test. The first
Okay.
condition is having a prize. Something can't legally be considered gambling if there's no prize for winning. And this
All
one
right,
kind of goes
makes
without
simple
saying.
sense.
Anytime MrBeast is involved, there are definitely prizes at stake, and this is no
Seemingly
exception,
always.
regardless of whether it's money, Teslas, or chocolate factories. So the second thing to define
Alright.
gambling is chance. That is, the outcome is
Okay.
randomly determined. This means that a MrBeast challenge based
got
on
10
skill, like an
and,
escape room
chances
or an
out of,
endurance test
like
of staying
100
inside of a
balls.
circle, or trying to hit a target with a basketball while dropping it from a helicopter, do not count as gambling. Those
Yeah,
are
kind of not.
situations where you have control over the outcome based on your own abilities. They are games of skill, not games of chance.
Oh.
Though, when you stop and think about it, dropping a basketball from a helicopter into a basketball hoop, at a certain point, it does actually amount to random chance. No amount of skill is
Kind of.
actually helping you win that, right? Got
I mean,
so
you're
many
just
variables,
dropping
odds
it and then
basically
the
amount
win.
to a lottery. Hey, Legal Eagle, can you do an episode about this? Where does skill end and chance begin when it comes to gambling? Because also, like, what about poker? Poker is a game
Hmm.
of skill. I mean, yeah, you're paying to get in, and the cards are randomly given to you, but there's
Okay.
skill involved with winning a game of poker. The
Ah,
ultimate winner is
wait a
not
minute.
about who has the best cards, it's about who plays the cards the best. It's weird. Anyway, stepping out of the gray area
Okay.
here, games involving dice rolls, coin flips, spinning of roulette wheels, those are going to be where gambling laws start to enter. Ditto for any game where you personally don't have the
Ditto.
ability to influence the outcome of the game, like betting on sports. Throwing a basketball is considered a game of skill, but predicting which team is going to win is a game of chance, since you're guessing on an event whose outcome you
Alright.
have no control over. And so again, the MrBeast Feastables challenge falls into this categoue.
is-
Unlike
some
a
of
lot
that
of his other
edible in
videos,
that
winning
room?
this particular contest is simply a matter of
Probably
buying
not.
a candy bar that happens to have the golden ticket. It is pure randomness, no different from the roll of a dice or the spin of a roulette wheel. In fact, if you actually enter a code, the Feastables website outright has a roulette wheel. It's not a real
look at
roulette
that.
wheel. Clearly it lands on no win, way more than the odds of the wheel would allow, but just thought it was worth mentioning. So that's 2 strikes
well.
against it, but how does MrBeast's Feastable giveaway fare against test number 3? That would be
Alright.
consideration, i.e. that you're required to give up something of value in order to participate.
Oh,
If you're
okay.
paying for
So
an
you
entry,
just
then yeah,
pay.
it's gambling. This means that all the giveaway challenges in MrBeast's videos
That's
aren't
so much
gambling. His
money.
videos where he just randomly gives cash to strangers, yeah, he's giving away a prize.
Oh
And
my
yeah,
God.
the
Come
people
to
don't
Texas,
have
man.
control
Give
over
me the
whether
money.
they win or not, but it's not gambling because those people don't have to pay to participate. In fact, in most cases, they
Oh,
didn't
my
even know
Lord.
they were participating until Jimmy dumps money on them. But with Feastables,
money.
it's different. The entire point is that you enter by paying money.
Money, money,
Sure,
money.
you get a chocolate bar out of it,
Sorry.
just like with
Whoa,
McDonald's
well,
Monopoly and getting a
capitalist.
large fry,
Sorry.
or with Magic Hands and you getting some fart water. But the law doesn't care about that. If you're paying money for entry into a contest where you can win a prize and the outcome is left to chance, then yes, it's gambling. So it would
Gambling.
seem like the Chocolate
Oh,
Factory
man.
giveaway is illegal here in the US, right? But it
Right.
and McDonald's Monopoly and Oreo giveaways and Magic Hands, none of them are getting shut down, so what gives?
Man, I'm
How
too
are they all
tired.
getting away with it? What is the loophole? Well, it all comes down to 3 simple, legally important words: no purchase necessary. Remember that the
Really?
last of the 3 legally required elements that we talked about for gambling is consideration. The idea that the only way to win is by staking your own money to pay to enter the game. But if it's possible
bet
to enter the
something till you
contest
get
and win
something.
without paying money, then you're all Gucci, fam. Take, for example,
Yeah.
the Red Lobster sweepstakes.
What
True,
the-
a lot of people entered the giveaway by paying money to place a to-go order, but technically speaking, you could win prizes in that contest without paying Red Lobster a dime by downloading the app and registering an account.
All right.
This means that Red Lobster could advertise the sweepstakes as no purchase necessary, thereby meaning that
Really
they didn't
could
meet the
set it.
legal definition of gambling. True, the vast majority of people entered that giveaway by paying money to place a to-go order,
Nice.
but technically speaking, they could win prizes in the contest without paying Red Lobster a dime by simply downloading the app and registering an account. This allows Red Lobster to
all right.
advertise the sweepstakes as no purchase necessary, thereby meaning that they don't meet the legal definition of gambling.
Which
Ditto
gives
for
them
that
the way
Oreo
out.
sweepstakes. If you click through the official rules, buried within the 9 pages of fine print legalese, you find
Holy
the
God.
following statement. Quote, there are 2 ways to enter and play. A, scan a qualifying product package with your device, or B, to enter without purchasing a
An
qualifying
item.
product.
Oh, damn
First
it, another
visit
ad. Sorry. And we're back.
at 110birthday.oreo.com and then follow an entire paragraph of extremely detailed instructions
Oh,
that
boy.
includes writing a 100-word essay telling
Oh,
Oreo
my.
what your most favoritist thing ever in the world to win would be. If you can
Holy
complete
Lord.
your homework assignment, then you're entered to win, all without spending a dime of your hard-earned money on chocolate sandwich cookies. And hey, you could probably
Oh,
repurpose that
wow.
100-word essay for class or something. What you'll see is
maybe.
that all of them have what's known as an alternative method of entry, an AMOE, allowing them to advertise the contest
got
as
a
no
mo.
purchase necessary, thereby
Mo.
circumventing the whole illegal gambling
'Cause
thing.
it's
Which
not
brings us
gambling.
back to
You're not
Feastables.
buying
If you've
anything.
been salivating over those prizes, including the chance to meet Jimmy in person, he's a great guy, you'll love him, and appear in a video viewed by millions of people, well, you can do it all without paying a cent to those scalpers charging $15 a bar, or
Jeez.
winding up in a situation where you're trying to resell chocolate over on eBay. Viewing the official rules on the Feastables website, we can see a section labeled with the legal terms that we just
Oh.
talked about. No purchase necessary, alternative method of entry, AMOE. To participate without purchase,
Yes.
all you have to do is hand print your personal info onto a 3x5-inch piece of paper, just
right.
mail it in. And what's more, you can do this up to 2,340 times per person. I mean, that itself sounds like a
Holy
MrBeast
mother
video
of
in the
God.
making. I submitted 2,000 letters by hand to win a free chocolate factory. Now, mind you, this will be an endurance test to your
Oh my
penmanship, since in
God.
order to be eligible, each request has to be mailed separately in a hand-addressed envelope with no photocopied or mechanically reproduced entries. But
Oh,
hey, at least
man.
they're not requiring an essay. Seriously, get some
Oh,
friends together
man.
this weekend and do it. Well, some people are entering like at most 100 entries thanks to the hundreds of dollars on chocolate that they're buying. For a few hours of your time, you're going to be submitting hundreds more entries for next to
Oh,
zero
my
cost. No joke,
Lord.
instead of at minimum a $3 buy-in for a single chocolate bar, you're spending around 60 cents per entry. And these sorts of things do work. When I was a kid, my family actually did this for baseball tickets. There was a big giveaway for World Series tickets, and my family spent an entire evening just handwriting envelopes. In total, I think
Oh,
we
my
submitted
lord.
like 100. I was 8, so I contributed about 5 of those. But hey, we won, and we got to see a World Series game. And
Wow.
for years, I've been
Nice
convinced
job.
that it was one of my 5 entries that got selected. To be
Ow.
fair, though, it was probably disqualified for being illegible, but still, child can dream. Like I said, time is wasting. As this video
This
goes
is
up, you have like
crazy.
3 days to get this done. Everything needs to be in the mailbox by April 12th, but that's still plenty of time. In fact, send me
April
videos
12th.
of you and your
That's
friends
tomorrow.
doing it at MattPatGT over on Twitter or the Game Theorist subreddit. I'd love to showcase your guys' efforts in a future video or over on GT Live or something like that. Who knows? Maybe a theorist can in fact be the one to take home
Shit.
the factory. And like I said, getting that factory for free, perhaps that is the sweetest victory of them all. But hey, you know what's even better than a fraction of a
Oh.
chance at winning your own chocolate factory? A
Freaking
guaranteed
out, slightly.
chance of getting 16 free meals thanks to our
And there it is, the sponsor of this video, well, of MattPat's video, not mine, MattPat's video, HelloFresh. But, excuse me, that's where we're going to end off this video. So, want y'all to remember to like, comment, subscribe for more, win that chocolate factory and send me some. I'm joking, win it. And remember that down in the description will be a link to the original video, so remember to support the original creators and all they do. And I'll see all of you folks in the next video. So have a good one.